What is up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, day traders and closet swing traders? We did it. We made it. It is Friday. Whew. We put one entire crazy week behind us. We survived. We get today and we get right into the weekend and we start again next week. So hope you guys are ready because we do got just a lot of reports, a lot of data came out. So market right around that 8:30 mark, making some moves. I think Emily posted in Slack. There's two Fed speakers today, one being Bullard, and there's one other. I think Bullard's at 9 o'clock, or 9 a.m., which I think he's actually going to be decent for the market because he did make comments already. I believe it was yesterday. It was either yesterday or the day before, but basically he was just kind of reconfirming he wants 75% basis point. He's not really pushing for one full point. And even though that's still kind of crazy, that's a good thing, but market is taking it as good just because it's not a full basis point. We got Stephen King in the house. Good morning, Stephen. Let's see who else we got piling in. We got Andrew's in the house. Good morning, Bill. We got Brad. We got Chris, D, Daniel, Doug. We got Ellen in the house. Eric. I always say your name wrong. Faz, right? Am I saying that anywhere close? If I butchered it, I just renamed you. It's just how that works. Jenny's in the house. Good morning. We got Greg, my boy Greg Gilbert popping in. Jay. We got Joe, Josh, John, JT, Matt, Michael, Mike. We got Raj in the house. Sylvan. Yes, sir. I believe I said that one correctly too, but I also give myself like a 99% chance that was wrong. So I apologize, whoever's name I butcher, because I butcher all the names. I butcher everybody's name. It just I'm horrible. English is my third language. It's my first language, but I speak it like it's my third. So we'll go with that. Let's start off with the SPY. Get an idea where we're at. We are running a little bit this morning. We got all my people on YouTube. Wow, the crew is here. I like it. All right. So SPY bouncing a little bit. We did have a bullish day yesterday, so this should be some type of a retest gap at open. Be careful of that. We'll see if we get some levels as to where maybe we get some kind of a pullback on the daily chart. So we have the 21 EMA, which we've seen before. That's been a very, very difficult place to break right as we get around that 21 EMA. So sometimes we do break it, but we kind of hover and start rejecting it. We did the same thing here. We're getting kind of close to it. We still have about $2 until we reach that. Right now, we're kind of sitting at the 10 EMA on a daily. Stephen King says C has nice bullish gap and go off of earnings. So JP Morgan, not so hot. Citi keeping everything alive. All right, we'll check out Citi. We'll add that to the list as well. But SPY is up. Anytime we've seen the POX move, they've been bullish all day yesterday for the actual SPY itself. We're gapping above. We're actually gapping right at or very closely to above Thursday's level. So if you guys remember Thursday, we had that little bit of a gap down on CPI, and then we rallied all day. So we're actually sitting at the top range of Thursday. We're actually right in the middle. So just be careful of this. We are right in the middle of two major VPOCs, but we have a lot of volume now to support us higher. If we get some kind of pullback, and again, honestly, the market could be pushing either way right now because we are right in the middle of two major VPOCs. So to the downside, we have 379.39. To the upside, to the higher side, we have 384.22. So we could go either way. This is a retest gap. There's some people that potentially on Thursday got in, never got out, bag holding. We have people yesterday getting in. They did not get out. So we do have some people profitable in the market. I personally would probably expect some kind of a dip, but this is a really nice gap. So we'll give it all a few minutes. Yep. Oh, Stephen King just changed his panelist over. Yep. Just make sure you guys change your little message in the chat from host and panelists to everybody, but it's all good. So the SPY itself, let's be a little cautious, a little patient. We do have some moving averages we're pushing into. We are right at the highs of Thursday on this gap, from what it appears. So we will see if we get a little bit more steam in either direction. Again, if we do start selling, I'm actually going to be looking to buy and go long around 379.33. If before the first, then in the next 24 minutes we start running and we get a lot closer to that 384 zone, I'm actually going to be looking to sell and play the reverse from there. But we will see. As of right now, in a weird way, playing the bearish side would be counter trend, so just be careful on that. Let's take a look at the Qs. Otherwise, there's not really any major levels for the SPY that we're by. We're just kind of in between everything. So we'll see if we get a good candle setup that we could like or appreciate, and then we'll run that 10 EMA for as long as we possibly can. On a wave count basis, this could be some kind of a 1, 2. I don't know if we want to count the after hours, but if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, this could be a 5 on the Qs. Let me get some levels. Q. Q's got a really nice gap too. Right into the thick of it. Let me share this screen just so you guys can see kind of what I'm looking at. I'll make that a little bit bigger. New screen. All right. So here's the Qs. Pre-market, we are right in a big cluster of volume. We are gapping above not only Thursday, but we're gapping above Wednesday as well. And we're right in the middle of Tuesday. So we're actually making some progress in the market. A lot of times we're getting these weird gaps and then they're not really holding. But yeah, looks decent. Again, we do have a lot of volume here. Could be an area we get rejected, but if we start to really break out of, I'd say 290.20, there's not a lot in the way up until about 292. So that'd give us another $2 bullish. If we are looking at just the VPOC areas, where's the one from this day? That's all the way here. So that's going to give us, we should have some type of support coming in about 289.12. So if we see any immediate sell-off, I'm looking for that range to hit as well. Let me just hide this one. There we go. But yeah, we're looking for, maybe we could get some kind of a pullback. Otherwise, we're doing relatively decent as far as this gap on Q. So I do think we have a little bit of a impressive strength. Selling wise, 290.03 is probably going to be where some shorts try to come in, just on a pure risk reward basis. So we'll just watch any pops into there and see if we hold. We can get a little bit higher past it. If not, yeah, we'll be kind of getting above that little cluster, and we got some good key supports above us. Tesla gapping up into the highs of 2 days ago. So on Wednesday, we've seen this. We do have another little bit of a cluster as well. So at the very top of it, this is going to be key. If Tesla starts to break, really probably this 724.84 zone, there's not a lot in the way up until about 733ish. So again, just on some of these charts, we have a lot of these things just need a little bit more of a push, and we'll be decent. We'll be decent to have a continued bullish run. But keep in mind, a lot of these things are gap and goes, so maybe we do fade first. On the hourly charts, yeah, we're still in it. That would actually take us to about 750-ish. All right. Pretty sure we would, at very least. Looks like everyone's chat is disabled for some reason. Everyone's chat is disabled. I thought everybody was just being quiet today. I was gonna ask if your chats are disabled, type of one, but I guess that doesn't make any sense, huh? We got some people raising their hands, it looks like. So only Thomas and Stephen King have the ability to. Let me see if there's a setting I could change. Hold on one second. Record on the cloud, record on this computer, live stream. You're texting with Matt right now. All right, yeah, let me know what he says, because I mean, obviously you can text in the chat. That's bizarre. I don't even see a setting that would disable or enable that. Disable annotations, hide names from annotators, hide floating control meeting. Because that would be a bummer if no one could talk. Be the main account. Okay. All right. So for anybody that that is trying to type, I don't think you would be able to right now. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right. In YouTube, if you guys do log into the YouTube link as well, I do have that chat pane up. So if there's a stock that you guys want to cover or whatever, just go to Real Life Trading YouTube and you'll be able to at least pull up the chat on there. I'll be watching that one since for right now, looks like we are down and out on the actual Zoom chat, which I've never seen before. That's pretty crazy. All right, let's go to the other stocks that we're looking at before the market, see if we can set something up. We have AMD. AMD is actually clearing a really good volume area for AMD. Let's see where this gap is. Looks like we do have one. We have one little VPOC 7958-ish, somewhere in that zone that we have to break. If we could break that pre-market, which we're above that right now. So if we get some kind of retest, look for that to actually be the retest. And AMD probably looks extremely bullish out of the gate. So that looks very interesting. Probably targets on this one will take us to about $81. So we should have about minimum. We should have about $1.06 to the upside. To go in and change the settings. All right, so we got Matt DeLong working on it. Yep, that will give us our next VPOC area right in that 81 and change zone. However, the next big target is probably closer to about 86. But as of right now, again, we are holding some of these levels and providing no bad news comes out, we're good with that. Full says short ZM. All right, let's see what ZM is doing, and we also got to pull up Citigroup as well. And then somebody's also texting me. I got messages coming from people texting me. I'm getting emails like, hey, check out crazy. I love a good technology collapse. We got NVIDIA coming. Ooh, all right. You guys are sending up smoke signals like, hey, check out this one. All right, got you. All right. You want a short Zoom? Yeah. Just with the dysfunctioning chat, I think that's the way to go. Zoom actually looks like a decent bullish gap, to be honest. Zoom has a little bit of resistance, but if you really like Zoom bullish, type in the chat that you love Zoom bullish, and if you cannot, yeah, they're probably short at that point. That would be the signal. Let's take a look at NVIDIA real quick. NVDA. Let me just get some of these levels of volume for NVIDIA. I kind of like, honestly, I kind of like AMD a little bit better than NVIDIA at this point. So if you're going to go long on something, just because AMD has their gap above that previous move, they don't have a lot of volume coming in on the sides, so they have a little bit more room to run. Where Nvidia, actually, we would be running into a lot of the previous volume. So there's going to be some more resistance, I think, for Nvidia. I would actually look more for a short on this one. But the short would have to be, I would be looking for a short under like 155.99. Play that retest down to about 153. You actually have about $3 to the downside. Retest that gap, and then maybe we look for a long would be a better move. Should we check his settings just in case? Can it be controlled at the sub level? I'm not sure what the settings were though, Thomas. Did he update settings? Stephen King says we might have to reset meeting chats. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Save chats, meeting everyone. Yeah, I'm not seeing those settings. I don't think I have those same exact settings that Matt's showing. Do you guys want to log out, relog back in? Is that consensus? Let's do this at 9:30 when we stop live stream. Okay. At market open. You guys let me know. Team that can chat. Otherwise, we'll keep going through the stocks for right now. All good though. Well, at some point we will reset the settings. Let's at least cover the stocks that we're watching, kind of come up with a little bit of a game plan for it. This way we are ready to go. But yeah, that's just kind of strange. We got Apple. So Apple's on the list. Pushing actually Apple looks, yeah, Apple could be coming into a little spot where people might be interested in shorting. Again, it is a retest gap. Anything clearing 150.58 would be a solid push to probably 152-ish. But we will see. For right now, though, retest gap, I would look for that fade. So I think a lot of these things might have to fade first. For the most part, there's a lot of, we do have some interesting gaps out there for sure. I think at open, we will be just a little bit tad patient just in case. And maybe for resetting Zoom, probably right at the bell, even though that's an exciting time, might make sense because we still have to wait realistically 3 minutes for candles to close anyway. So we could probably log out, log back in real quick. 113. So Amazon does have a nice gap. Again, retest gap. Be careful of that. Amazon does have a little bit of resistance that we're at now. So just a tad bit. And then to the higher side, I'm looking for a short, maybe like 112.63. Even having some kind of stop at that point, 115. It's still a $3 stop. So that's not a good risk reward realistically on Amazon. But probably it does look bullish. But again, I'd probably want to wait a little bit. Nice double bottom that I threw in yesterday. See if we can get some kind of a retest down into the 111.05 zone. That will give us hopefully some kind of support from that previous high volume areas, and then we look to kind of take it up. But again, yeah, I'm not going to jump into this one. We do have some resistance pretty closely on Amazon. Looks like the resistance is somewhere around 112.66 ish. So I would be looking for maybe a bounce there. We get rejected, and then possibly look for some kind of longs around those areas. So you guys want to check out Citigroup. I'm also seeing in YouTube land, we got Square coming in as well. So we'll take a look at Square. Square looks decent. MU's another gap up. Yeah, Square does look like a decent gap. Again, no, I'm a little concerned about the area it's in right this second, just because we are smack in the middle between so many high level areas where it might jump around a little bit, but that is a really, really nice gap on Square. A nice Citigroup. It's a nice gap on Citigroup. It does look bullish. We are probably taking out. I mean, we got high volume on this candle, good high volume on that candle, all bearish. People probably were expecting a little bit worse earnings just because JP Morgan. So they probably took Citi down as a sympathy play, and this one is bouncing back a little bit. So it looks a little decent. Again, I'd probably wait for the candle setup I like. I would have to attempt the long because I think we are trapping some shorts in this thing. But we are right in some very key high volume areas. Definitely one to watch though. Square, like I said, it might not do anything right out of the gate like people might expect. Might just bounce around for a little bit and then pick direction for Citigroup, but we'll see how that one opens. Square's not horrible. I kind of like the Citigroup a little bit better if you're going to go to attempt something long. I think we're trapping just a few more people in that one. We are starting to get those VPOCs to move up though. And this is a relatively decent gap. The fact that we broke that one, we came back, it's already been retested. Now we are getting a gap and go. First target though would probably be about 64.11. If the market really wants to rip and take it up, we do have, we already actually retested that one. Longer term, probably about $67. I don't think that happens today. I just don't know what the range on Square is going to be today. All of those levels have been retested. We're again kind of in some kind of high level area, but there's still a lot of people shorting that are not really trapped as much so as Citigroup. So I think in worst case, Citi probably has a better potential to run. Stephen King says MU. MU. MU might look beautiful. MU does look beautiful. Nothing in the way for MU to go higher. Ideally, so again, we're smack in the middle, zero volume here. We are gapping above. This one might be my favorite gap of the day. AMD is close. Citi is a very good gap. MU, I think, might be my favorite gap of the day. We're literally in no man's land. What I would absolutely love to see, again, this being some type of retest gap, I would love to see a fade down to like 59.61. Not sure if it gets there, but if we get somewhere to that 59.60 zone, that would be a beautiful retest. And then again, if we hold those levels, which I think we should just based on the volume, we have nothing in the way until 62.61. So right now, again, 62.61 would still be my first target on MU. There should be very, very little resistance in the way, but risk to reward purpose, I would love to see some kind of pullback on this one. But that looks like a really, really nice gap. Probably one of my favorites for sure. Let's take a look at some of the other ones. Dawn wants to take a look at pin interest, which I haven't looked at pins until you guys mentioned it. Maybe sometime this week, actually, and it's been a while since I actually looked at pins. I don't know, it just fell off the radar for me. I pulled it up. I was like, I could not believe we're down to like the $17, $18. I mean, I could because the company is wildly overvalued, but I just didn't realize it was all the way down there already. Pins still does not look terrific as far as this, but it is gapping up, so that's interesting. So we do have a nice little gap. Ooh, that is a pretty gap. Pretty gap right into. So I have this longer trend line. This did trap people as we obviously broke out of the little pennant pattern to the downside of things. We are gapping right back into it, but that should be trapping a decent amount of people. Let's just see the volume at the bottom. Our highest volume candle is this one, and we're gapping above that. This looks pretty. Pins, keep on the list. We might get some movement today. Did they have earnings? Is that why they're gapping? Was it earnings or news? It's got to be one of the two. That's a big move for a 17 or previously $17 stock. Looks nice though. Yep. So we will. We're gonna keep pins on the list. Let me slide pins up. That could be maybe wild cards. So we got a couple decent wild cards. We got that earnings season is here, baby. Let's go. RUN. Oh, that's another one. You guys are bringing out the OGs. All right, so we got Run. Ron looks different than the market. This one is actually gapping down. Yeah, it's gonna start. I think maybe we get a little continued run, and this one might fade up higher. It does. It has some good support at the bottom. See if you could start to go long on it around 22.97. That was a untested VPOC. How wide is that? It'd be 21.41. 22.97. So yeah, if you could attempt to go long 22.97, stop somewhere in this 21.41 zone, and then maybe it retests. I mean, even if it could get back at some point to 25, that's a really, really nice risk reward. I would play the retest on that just based on the fact of this volume. But there's some people being trapped. Obviously, not an enormous amount of people. We had a little bit of run. We sold previously into that gap. So I don't think we were trapping as many people, probably more profit takers than not. But we're gapping past the pivot for sure. Probably restart, give people time to lock back in. All right. So Stephen King is saying, all right. Yeah, let's do that. So we have 4 minutes before the market open. YouTube, you guys are incredible. However, I'm going to probably just be shorting Zoom because their chat's not working today for that reason only. What I'll do is I'll shut down the stream right now. We're going to get a restart on it. This way we could, I mean, this is the land of the free. Everyone should have free speech. So we're going to get that free speech chat pane running again. This way you guys can, throughout your chats, watch things at open. YouTube, I'm going to cut you guys a little bit short just so we can get the technical issue hopefully solved. Anybody that is in real life trading, again, your window's about to close. Just go back into the icon and we'll have it up and running in like 2 minutes. Otherwise, I'll see you guys soon. YouTube, love you guys. I'll catch all of you later.